Semi-absentee ownership, when we talk about franchising, is this idea that you can, if you want to, keep your corporate job and keep your corporate income, and you start a franchise on the side and you put a manager in place and you watch over that manager 15 or 20 hours a week. Now, certainly it takes work to get the business off the ground, but once you've got it established and going, you have this manager and you watch over that manager 15 to 20 hours a week. Why is this important? Because you can have your corporate income while you're starting this secondary business and stuff like that. Well, once it starts growing, well, it can actually get to a certain level where it's making what you did in the corporate world and it creates a bridge. So this is a great slide. This is a fun slide, Tony. And we're just going to kind of show you, what if I decided I just wanted to keep my corporate job, right?
Right.
And I just wanted to have that pay raise, hopefully every year if they give me a merit raise. Or what if I wanted to invest in a franchise and just go do that? And then be involved in it full time. And then let's talk a little bit about the scenario of semi-absentee. So we'll use this chart to kind of prove it out for you and the
Yeah.
power of semi-absentee. So the left-hand column, corporate executive salary. Let's just say you're a corporate executive. You make $200,000 a year. And each year you're lucky enough to get a merit raise. They're doing a merit raise every year. And after 5 years, you have a salary of $240,000. Now, if that company decided to push you out before you're ready, bottom line is that's not an asset. That income of $240,000, that is essentially you're renting your income. It's not an asset, right? Now, let's say that you are in this position where I don't want to have a corporate job. I just want to be involved in a franchise full time. In fact, I want to open up 3 locations in the next couple years of a franchise. So this is where I'm going to put all my time and energy, executive model full time, 40, 50 hours a week, building the business. And so the first year you open up 1 location, but you don't take any salary from it. In year 2, you take a small salary from your first one, and then you take and get your second one open. In year 3, it gets a little bit more interesting. Now you take a salary of 75,000 from the first, 50 from the second, and you just get your third one open. Now, year 4, you're really kind of back to where you were from a corporate standpoint. $100,000 of salary from your first location, 75 from the second, 50 from the third. So pretty close, right? Then the power comes stronger in year 5. Well, now you got a 125,000 salary from the first, 100 from the second, 75 from the third. So now you have an income of $300,000. So you've kind of surpassed what you would have done in the corporate world. Now, what if you decided, you sat through something like this and you said, hey, I want to do semi-absentee. I want to keep my corporate job and I want to keep my corporate income. That's represented with the red boxes. So if you decided, hey, Pete, I'm going to do that semi-absentee, keep your corporate job. So after 5 years, if you did that, you would have a salary of $240,000. You would have set up a side business that generates $300,000 worth of additional income, and you have built an asset that you can sell over time. So bottom line is it takes time and scale, but there's really power to semi-absentee. Now, all these are fictitious numbers, obviously, but the idea behind it is that there's real power in semi-absentee ownership.
Yeah, and the other part of it, which isn't represented numerically, is what we were saying earlier. While you're doing this, you are what? Creating some form of fulfillment, a bridge possibly to something greater. Leaving behind this mentality that's been weighing you down for way too long. I heard from a few during the chat, I think it was a Stephanie, it was a Michael, other people saying there is uncertainty. I am stuck. This is a way to start to not just see your income grow, but also, shed those old feelings, those trappings that keep you stuck. So I think that's the other thing. It's hard to measure, but it's incredibly valuable, right?
Right, and it's hard. It's hard to walk away from an income of $300,000, right?
Yeah.
And so when you can go and invest in a franchise on the side, well, it's a softer way. It's a way to create a bridge to escape the corporate world. Now, some people, listen, they're done with the corporate world, and I get that, right? I was like that. I walked away and I got involved in a franchise full time. But there are options, and you need to be educated on that because it's a great way to kind of get those things we talked about, control of your destiny, to have that independence, have a flexible schedule, build an asset that can be a legacy, create career and income security, diversify your asset and income. So franchising is a great mechanism to allow you to achieve those things you're looking for in life.